Driveclub was positioned to be the big racing game ahead of Gran Turismo to show off the PS4, coming from the studio that brought you MotorStorm. While it may not have matched the hype that was generated for it, I still think that perception ruined this game more than the actual game itself. It didn't launch perfect, but at its core, it still wasn't as bad as some may say. Driveclub is a more simple racing game when compared to some of its competitors like Forza Motorsport, but to me that also wasn't a deterrent. While it can be disappointing that there isn't much for tuning, customization, and the linear car unlocks, the rest of the package to me is solid. Graphically, the cars and lighting look impressive, and the weather can be quite good. The cars handle a little more sticky, as some would say, but I find that it works in favor of really feeling out turns and drifting and give you some more great feedback in how to correct on the fly or know where things went wrong. One other thing that I appreciate about Driveclub is how they handle keeping your eyes on the road. I find myself looking down at mini-maps a lot when playing racing games, which can take me out of the moment a bit. With games like Forza, I typically will turn on the driving line for turns, but only because I want that visual aid to see the map more clearly without looking down and assessing turns. In Driveclub, they use the 3-color flag system. Green is for more of a let off the gas and coast, yellow for slight breakage, and red to signify maybe hitting that handbrake and hitting a sweet drift. It's also nice that they are angled in a way that lets you know the direction of the turn coming up. It does a great job of keeping you focused on the race. One other thing I find in racing games is that feeling that getting anything less than first place is a failure. Driveclub does another great thing here in going with the star system. A race might have 3 or so stars, and they are objectives for the track or tournament that you are on. They might be things like get top 3 in a race, have a certain lap time, or even beating the on-the-fly track challenges that show up in the races like driving lines or drift challenges. This makes it so that, say you need to get 20 stars to get into the next bracket of competition. You don't have to perfect every race or get the feeling that getting certain objectives is good and you still feel good about it. I think it's a smart play, and I find myself going back and trying to get other challenges done for fun. The sense of speed is good in this game too. And it can make you nervous going close to 200 miles per hour and hoping you don't hit a bump wrong and lose it all. But it's a good nervous, like a tiny white-knuckle moment in racing. While I will say that it's a bummer that Driveclub didn't launch with all the bells and whistles, weather being one of them, I thought the base game was fine. However, I can say that I wouldn't have for sure recommended it when it originally launched, knowing some of the missing stuff may have made people upset, but I could easily say it's worth a play now.